formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. The water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Like that.
Hello, and welcome to Fuck Your Feelings, the show where people say what they think. This is not a safe space for freedom of speech. You need to hear views outside of your own bubble. If you get offended, good. Think you just might learn something. We are here to offend and trigger those who can be, and have an enlightened, intelligent discussion for the rest of you who aren't afraid of having an open mind. We give a platform to all speech. You should hear it all. It's said that sunlight is the best disinfectant. We are a free marketplace of ideas. If you were triggered, see a firing squad.
I'm going to read out something you wrote about homosexuality.
Hello.
Which is the feelings of alienation
I'm a
rejection is engenders are responsible for
constitutional
repugnant
anarchist, and I
you see on the streets of certain
wanted to congratulate
as bitterly unhappy queers engage in
not
degrading and repulsive behavior.
the fraud that is this whole election. I wanted to congratulate all the former black people who rejected an old white man telling them about their blackness. No, not that you voted for Trump, just that you didn't vote for Biden. You know, a man that had a Klansman as a mentor, who wrote a crime bill that mass incarcerated black men, 90% black men, and that when he was pushing it, called them super predators. Well, and to the black men that didn't vote for him, you're no longer black and no longer a super predator. Congratulations. And for all black people, you join Hispanics and whites and everything, being able to think for yourself. Congratulations. Because it's not about Trump. It's about rejecting the system, which the billionaires, Wall Street, all the multinational corporations, and big tech, and all that is the establishment is what was behind Biden. And it's nice that you rejected it and are no longer on Biden's plantation. It's sad that we had to have somebody like Trump that would even bring all this out. Well, and but I'm glad that you didn't give in to the mobs in the street. The Marxists, which is Black Lives Matter, is Marxist. Was it her name, Patrice? Even said her and the other woman that founded it are trained Marxists. And you reject the white supremacists known as Antifa, who are destroying our cities. And kind of sad I moved here to Arizona expecting to get away from the Marxism and the communism, but I look at the ballot and it's either Republican or Democrat. There's absolutely, other than Jorgensen, there was no libertarians. no Green Party, no nothing else. And we need to get away from these two-party system. And it's, but it just makes me happy that I believe people are waking up. And we have to do something to change all this, because no one will ever trust the democracy that is within our republic. We cannot trust the people that, the way, I mean, they changed everything at the last minute, and now we can't trust the trust, and I don't know anybody who actually trusted the media or any of this that we're being told. They're just lying to us. And everyone, you are right about Fox News. They are fake. Because, and I could tell this, what was it, a month ago or something, when what was it, Newt Gingrich tried to bring up George Soros, who is backing Antifa and is using dark money to fund the Democrats and the Biden campaign through donations from Black Lives Matter. They funnel the money through different places to try to hide it and everything. And the establishment is now put in somebody who is totally sold out to China, where they just got, so many weeks ago, they just got put on the Human Rights Council at the UN, along with like Pakistan and whatever these countries. And for people who scream about, you know, travel ban, like Muslim bans or anything, that were stuff that Obama had, you know, the same countries. In China, the CCP has millions of Muslims in enslavement camps, like gulags, work camps. And they slaughter Christians and Hindus and put, and all Jews and Muslims and everything, and put some of them in enslavement camps, and then slaughter other ones. They've committed genocide on their own people, on Hong Kong and Taiwan. And instead of, and the system has put in somebody who will be totally in their debt and totally with them. I mean, if you like China, then you should have just voted Democrat all down ballot so that they would have the Senate and the Congress along with the presidency. And then they'd be able to make us like China. You know, probably the most racist country in the world. Well, in the developed world. In the first world. But I digress. I'm just hope that we get even a third party and get some real power back to the people by not voting for just Republicans or Democrats. And I think that's more what Trump represented, was fighting the system, even though he is very flawed and everything. But Congratulations, everybody that didn't vote for Biden. All you black people that got off that mental plantation and rejected the mobs in the streets, the burning of our cities, rejected some old white guy telling you about your blackness, racist old white guy telling you about your blackness. With all Trump's faults, did he do that? Did he say, you're not black if you don't vote for me? And, yeah, you got a black Indian woman as a vice president now. We do, I guess. No matter how fraudulent it is, that looks like what's gonna happen. She worked perfect with Biden. He helped write laws of institutional racism to help get black men into prison. And then she withheld evidence, well, just in California, but she withheld evidence to keep them there, even though they were innocent of these stupid laws. These elitist, racist laws that, yeah, if you have just a little bit of the rock cocaine, you get like 20 years or whatever, but you can have like a kilo of powder cocaine and you get a slap on the wrist. And if you voted for this, don't bitch about anything. If you had just so much hatred for Trump that you could actually vote for the piece of shit on the other side, I really don't know what to say about you. But you have so much hate in your heart that you're delusional. It's like you can't even think straight. And this is why we need more than the two parties. I wish Democrats would go away and Republicans would become like their founding constitutional and abolitionist party. But they're just institutional. And they're all part of the system. And I don't really trust any of them, and I don't see why anybody does. But people keep voting for all these shitheads, these dildos, synthetic dicks. And we get the country we deserve. And I guess we're going to be losing maybe the peace deals, and we'll see how, what's the first war that we get into. We haven't had a war that we've gotten into in the last 4 years, and we've been getting out of them. How long does it take if Biden actually gets in, which they'll promptly take him out and Kamala Harris will become president? And then how long till actually have us sending more troops into the Middle East, starting another war over there, our economy starts going down, and are you going to just submit with lockdowns and just say, and bend over and say, okay, government, destroy my business, destroy our lives, because it's all for our safety? I say I will not comply. I like my guns. I like my freedoms. I will not comply. I will not wear your masks. I will not buy into all your bullshit. And if Americans just stand up and say enough is enough, we will get through this. But if we just bend over, we will become China. and enslaved. So, see where we go forward from this. And just think about what kind of country you want to live in. God bless. And I love all free-thinking Americans who just want to live their lives and want to look after their neighbors and their fellow citizens, which are all our brothers and sisters. And I just want the best for all of us. So, thanks.